leaving the curtains behind. Got my room out while I'm away, so the curtains will be gone when I get back. The benefits of travelling on the road. I can't believe I'm actually going. See ya. I feel grim. I literally have not. I've been up over 24 hours and not showered in over 24 hours. I'm gonna go and get some food, gonna shower, and then hopefully I'll crash. Yeah, go for it. Sorry guys. Only a white belt here. It's like I'm back in Portugal again. I'm literally just going to training. Post training dips. Jet lag's actually fucking me up. I slept from 5:30 p.m. till 7 last night. I just went to the shop like this because it's the first day that this feels dry. I also feel really sorry for the garbage men here. Like, imagine picking up people's waste with your bare hands. Like, it's actually crazy. It really opens your eyes. I did actually start trying to film a YouTube video. It hit the ground running when I got here. Now things have settled down a little bit. Well, I fell off my bike. I thought I'd configure something together because people absolutely shag these things because people are so nosy. Like, very messy because I've been recovering from falling off my bike, but this is the second place, all my books, the second place that I have stayed in, because I originally only booked my first place for 3 weeks because I'm gonna potentially go to Oz. People are doing yoga over here. As you can see, I've not done a very good job at actually thinking about making a YouTube video because all of the videos are in portrait mode. But I'm trying to do this thing where I just do stuff rather than look for perfection, because otherwise nothing gets done. Exploring the island for the first few weeks and settling in, training jiu-jitsu. I was going to different yoga classes. Sure, the yin yoga class there. Quite popular here on a night. Different classes on a weekend, but mainly handstand class, to be fair. That's my favourite. It's just fun, isn't it? Super. It's funny that this is in the picture. I didn't even mean to get it in, but this is the cherry paha that the lady put on my bag. The guy who I met, we were just exploring the island. The locals and kept terrorizing us, trying to sell stuff to us. We were wanting just a relaxing drink, and then because I gave the lady extra money when we were leaving, she put this on my bag. But whilst we were sat there, she was like, cherry paha, good karma, which is turtle in Russian. Roman's Russian. It was just a funny situation. It wasn't funny at the time because we wanted to just have a relaxing drink, and she just kept saying cherry paha, good karma. I actually hate it, but I just can't take it off my bag. We were calling it Ali Bali. As you can see here, it's like very windy, so this was Christmas Day. Trying to be positive when it was pouring down, but this beach club was actually really nice. And then New Year's Eve, I was in my element. I didn't drink or do drugs, New Year, New Me, but I had a really good dance to Ten Snake. People who go to Medicine Bar in Middlesbrough, there's like DJ booth like underneath that actually looks like Medicine Bar. I was like, this is mental. I was in my element. Here we're just doing alignment for like my shoulders, trying to stay in a handstand but failing miserably. Promise that I've actually got better. And Nusa Penida. The boat trip wasn't actually that bad. Going to like the different beaches around the coast on the island, the views are just unreal. Like this spot, don't really get that scared, but it is crazy how steep that is. I'd have loved to have went down onto the beach, but I literally could not have walked up that in that heat. And also I hadn't eaten because I had Bali belly, felt like shit, but then spending the whole day in the heat. And then we ended up nearly missing our boat back. We were 10 kilometers away from our port. Some of the locals were sat like where the boats go out. They obviously do it for entertainment purposes because it must be on a daily basis that people are like running to catch the boats. Because we arrived and they were like, oh my god, your boat's leaving. leaving, and it wasn't. The last few people were getting on, but he made us rush. Spotted a few more waterfalls near Ubud, which was really good, but there is a lot of people there. At the main ones, taking pictures, because Instagram, can you be arsed? So we went to a different waterfall after that, which was really nice because there was no one there. And this is a meditation class I went to in Ubud. Did a meditation on your future self, trying to manifest that shit. I was exploring the beaches here on the south of the island. The beaches on the south of the island are much nicer than beaches like below Canggu, and I just sat with the coconut. Yeah, that is Bali life. Then eventually my month was up at Bali and my mate. I am very much used to one gorge, small class at Innovation at home. I moved to Rituals, what I thought was going to be my last 2 weeks, and then now I'm not going to Paris. Also got to train Nogi with this view. Does it get much better than that? I'm not going to Paris to compete in Euros because I fell off my scooter. It's a long journey, so my shoulder's fucked. I wasn't even training this week because I've had injuries on my hand. They're just about healing. I didn't want to get staff. I'm really upset because I love jiu-jitsu, but you know, life just throws this shit at you sometimes and you've got to get over it. Also, like, staying in Bali is not that big of a deal. I'm going to go straight to Australia from here. Shit happened. That is Mount Agun, but that's like 3,000 meters, and this is half. Fuck that. This was my last adventure. There's a couple of active volcanoes in Bali, and I was exploring the ones that I could potentially walk up because obviously I was training jiu-jitsu and doing yoga, and I had Paris coming up, so I didn't want to do anything too strenuous, but anything that could have went wrong did go wrong. Got there and got terrorized by a local, told me to fuck you. The climb was a bit traumatic because it was like soft gravel. I was going to stay up and watch the sunset, but then I was concerned about getting down in the dark by myself, worried that she was going to be at the bottom when I got back down. So she kind of won, really. I'm due on my period as well. I'm more anxious and I'm more clumsy. That just adds to the whole situation. So then I come down the mountain earlier because, to be fair, I can't even get to the peak because there's a fucking monkey on my backpack. I was like, I'm not carrying... I had to put my phone away because I'd heard that sometimes they take your belongings off you, and I was like, I'm not fighting with this monkey right now. Like, he is not biting me. I've already been terrorized by a local, and then this fucking monkey jumps on my back. I had a banana in my bag, maybe that was why. You can see in this video, when I pan round, I didn't see the monkey there. So then that's where I turned back round, just with him on my back, chilling. So if I walk down a little bit, he's gonna probably go back to where he was. And also I was on my own. This is probably where I could have done with a guide. I was kind of rushing to get out of the little like area. Yeah, I was anticipating her being there, but they obviously weren't there. Why would they wait for me? Because they're not getting paid for that. And then when I fell off my bike, I was basically going downhill. I was going too fast. The road was just like ridiculously uneven. I was going around a corner and there was gravel on the floor, and I was most likely using the front brake, so stacked it, cleaned my own wounds basically, which wasn't a very pleasant experience. See, I had to drive 2 hours home in that state, and then I was really pissed off because this was the sunset. Imagine if I'd have stayed at the top of the mountain. Hindsight's a wonderful thing, isn't it? This was the lawn. It was was quite a good venue. I'd realised that Camel Fat was on at the Savaya. Doors didn't open until 1 a.m. anyway. Oh, fuck that. But it was a good night. I've probably been quite neggy about Canggu. The main thing for me that I've really liked about staying in Canggu is that mostly the good cafes over here. So that's kind of why I think it's good to be over this way. A couple of streets that have like a lot of cafes on them. So they're all in one place basically, trying out all the food because I don't really drink, so I've not been going to the beach clubs. And don't get me wrong, I love looking at the beach clubs, but can't wait to go to Savaya. That looks really good. I also think like, what do you pay for? Like mainly the people that you're with, right? It always looks nice, but it's like pleasure, isn't it? Yeah. My favourite cafe is Honey, and there's a new one that I found and it's called Matcha. I had a 2 breakfasts because then at least I'm like full for a few hours, especially when you're due on. There's no point in me having one meal. I might as well eat a lot, be full, and then I don't have to go out for a few hours. Rinse and repeat. Uluwatu is actually quite a cool place. Come all the way down the stairs from Single Fin. I'll show you it here because the view is like unreal. Get to like this cave part. It's a bit windy, but I've got the place to myself. So I was feeling sorry for myself because I'm not training. As I was driving here, I skidded on the gravel again and fucking pulled my shoulders. Honestly, for my period, I'm so fucking clumsy and I'm just not meant to come out the house. The beaches in Canggu is shit. It's so painful, I can't go to the beach in Canggu. It's legit my favourite place in Bali. Nusa Dua is quite nice for the beaches, but that's more like family. The beaches near Canggu just do not compare to this. Yeah, the pool water here is very, I did not go in that, especially with my open wounds. There, heels, that's kind of healed. Kind of healed. Actually gonna cut it here. I've gave you plenty to feast your eyes on. Not really gonna be doing that much. Probably train legs. I think it's soft tissue basically because I have full range of motion and there's a lump. So I'm assuming it's like a tear in my ligaments. R&R, rest and recovery, that I'm not very good at. I can't really sit still. I'm still going to rituals, just hanging out in class. Because if not, then I would be admitted to a mental asylum, not the hospital. Potentially might go see Michael Beebe. He's on at the Savaya. The doors are open at 1 a.m. I'm like, does that mean he's not coming on till like 3 or 4? I'm fucking old and I don't drink anymore. Like, I love house music, but questioning it. Thanks for watching. If I actually make it to Oz at this track record, I'll do another little video. Maybe I'll add the end of Bali into the next YouTube. But for now, tatty bye bye.